Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so happy to be back with all of you. It has been a wild ride, to say the least. And as all of you know, the Infinite Cup here is thriving, all right? 5D New Earth is thriving. I'm committed to it. You're committed to it. No matter what happens at that matrix level, at the game that everyone's just playing along with, right? No matter what happens, I want to let you know that 5D New Earth was already here. Okay. And I'm committed to it. You're committed to it. This is something that all of us has been envisioning for a very long time. This is the specific reason why you incarnated right here on planet Earth in the first place, right? To get rid of those things that are not serving the collective and actually stand up for what you actually believe in. All right. My second strike really threw me for a toss there. I almost got a third strike on the channel, almost lost all of this. So I just want to let all of you know that I'm extremely aware of the censorship and very mindful about how tender this entire thing is, right? I get myself in a place where I talk about these subjects and now I've been thrown into medical misinformation, talking against COVID, talking against Bill Gates, talking against certain things, and I've been flagged, right? So hopefully this video makes it. Hopefully I get beyond all of the censorship, and I just want to again let you know that I'm committed to this. There's a reason why they're censoring my videos and censoring the podcast, censoring all of the content, all right? And I want to let you know that this is never going to stop. All right. Meaning I've created a group over on Patreon. The Inner Circle members, we're all thriving over on the Signal app. I want to let all of you know again that it is growing. 5D New Earth is here. We're living it. All right. Take in a big, deep breath with me. You feel that? That is an energy. That is a life force, the prana, right? That cannot be taken away from you. All right. So we've created an identity. We've created a division through this process. All right. And I want to remind all of you that separation is by no accident, all right? This whole thing where people are, really fighting amongst one another, right, is by no accident, right? To confuse you of the foods, to confuse you of what job you want, to confuse you of the entire politics and economic state of our entire world is by no accident. So remember that the only thing that you can do is depend on yourself, depend on the community, the local community, depend on the tribe, depend on the thing that is the essence of your being, which is actually something beyond anything that you're going to hear on the news or believe in some political figure or some governor, some president. We all know that the power lies right here. Okay, so let's all take it back. That's what this has always been about. And if they're censoring my videos, they're going to be going and continuing to resist this change because this consciousness is growing and they can't stop it. They can't. It's not possible at this point. So I want to really commit to this 5D New Earth frequency. I want to really show all of you that when you lead by trust, when you lead by faith, right, that becomes your belief. That becomes your reality, right? And when you attune yourself to the news, when you attune yourself to somebody spreading fear, right, or a friend or loved one or family member that's like pushing their energy onto you to the point where that becomes your belief, right? And now you have to go through some identity crisis and people are going to call you crazy if you're like separated from the norm, right? And at the end of the day, you're the sane one. The world's just crazy. And we understand this now after COVID, after everything that we've experienced, right? After the jab, after all of these mandatory things, right? I remember not too long ago, we were all, social distancing, being 6 foot apart. I could barely travel, couldn't get on a plane without a mask, without mandating this, confrontations all around me. I mean, it was a war field, right? And again, all of this was done on purpose. Now, nobody's talking about it like it's some war field anymore. Everyone just forgot, right? Like, oh, it just disappeared all of a sudden. No, what happened to this extremely deadly virus that was killing millions of people, right? Now, that's obviously shifted, and the narrative is going to shift, right? Whether it's World War III, whether it's the cryptocurrency, whether it's, the entire shift as the US dollar collapses, whether it's the entire shift into a more fear-based reality that creates that division, okay? I want all of you to know and remember that within your heart is another reality. And that's what we call New Earth. And it's here and it's happening right now. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to just really extend this infinite gratitude to each and every one of you that have been committed on this journey, that you've been with me since the beginning. You understand this vision because you're tapped into it for a reason as well. You're hearing all of this play out for a reason. You're understanding all of these puzzle pieces coming together, and you're a part of it. So thank you for standing up. Thank you for being within your truth, within your voice, within your mindset that is unshaken, because that's what's required here as we move forward past this 3D, 4D into this 5D new earth, as we get away from that old paradigm and all this chemical world and chemical things that have been created within it. All right. And we actually enter the Garden of Eden. Remember that all of that work that you had to do, all of that tough work, honestly, right? Blame, shame, guilt, right? Being called this or that, being tossed out, right? Castrated from society, castrated from this or that. For what? For it to all reverberate back into them, because karma is real. It's so real. And all of a sudden now things are just a few years later and people are starting to understand the effects of what happens when we gave into that plan, right? When we fell into that trap. Right? It's not about blaming Bill Gates or blaming this person or getting into this or that, Fossey, or why this got created, or the Wuhan lab, or China, or getting into other countries. No, it's about your heart. Okay, it's about entering that heart consciousness. It's about getting beyond the blame. It's about understanding that if we give into it, right, then we are to blame. So understand that the boundary is right here within your own being, and standing up for what you believe in there's never been a more important time to do that. Without getting distracted with aliens coming in, right? Without getting distracted about racism that's playing out on the stage, or Joe Biden's going to do this, or Trump is going to do that, or Putin or whoever, right? Let's all understand that this is just the game, right? Where are you going to play? Where are you going to fit into all of this? Right? Or are you going to go beyond it? All right? Are you going to understand the cosmic view and all of this is happening because it's just that? It's a game. So lighten up a little bit, right? Relax and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey. Because if we can't do that, then what can we do? What can we enjoy in this process, right? So shout out again to everybody that's been committed to this 5D newer, that's been ridiculed, that's been just made fun of, blame, shame. All of this stuff has been happening because you are that bright light. You are the person that is paving the way for other people to follow. And I'm just here to remind you that that's not easy. If it was easy, everybody else would be doing it. We'd be following that person right over there and going into line and getting our serving of the fake food, going and, passing go, collecting our $200 of fake money and going around and round again. So really focus in your being and your essence about what is true. What do you want to cultivate in this life as all of this chaotic energy is happening in the material world? What do you want to cultivate in this lifetime? For me, it's simple. Look around. Nature, growing food, having clean water, really loving relations, animals, with all the sentient beings, not just humans. I'm talking about the plants. I'm talking about the herbs, right? I'm talking about the fruit. I'm talking about the trees. I'm talking about everything. And I know you've tasted it. And we're all here to really bring that down to this 3D level so we can experience heaven on earth right here in the now. All right. Shout out to all the Inner Circle members, everyone over on Patreon, everyone on the Signal chat. I love each and every one of you. Join us over there. Shout out to New Earth Organic. All right. Brand new supplement line coming out, guys. I'm really excited about this. I want to let all of you know that we have it all right here. Right? We are entering this new paradigm. So let's anchor it in together. All right. Infinite love.